What is up, guys? Welcome to another PineTrip my career video. This is actually my first game against the Raptors. Uh, Obviously, I'm not going to be starting, but the starting lineup is actually pretty nice. I was surprised with who they started on the Cavs. Anyways, let's get to it. Finally checking in, going against the Claw, and immediately already fouled. Got beat on very first moment being in the NBA. Kind of sad, but it happens, especially with someone who's a 95 and overall compared to my 75 and overall right now. I only used the 100,000 VC that I got with the pre-order. I'm trying my best to not use any more VC after that. The only VC I'm going to use is the one I earned. That way, I can beat the VC monster system. Right there was a bad lob, though. It's probably because I don't have Lob City finisher yet, or I mean, Lob City passer yet, so he didn't finish it. But we'll get over it. It was only Tristan Thompson missing a lob. Not like it was for the win or anything. So there, Baca stretching the floor, making a three-pointer because he's gotten way better at stretching the floor, especially on 2K. It's really nice to play with him. So I get the ball, try to one-on-one, see what I can do with Kawhi as it was happening. So immediately try to pick and roll, but no roll. So was good enough to get that mid-range. Figured I'd take it. Wasn't a perfect release or anything like that, but it was a good shot. And there Kawhi goes trying to answer back. Misses the three-pointer. We get the rebound. I'm heading down. I'm heading in. He's gonna drain the three. Trying to get back on defense. Didn't want to celebrate too much. Kawhi sitting in the corner, making sure Valanciunas doesn't abuse Thompson since of that height mismatch, but throws it to the corner. Put my hands up, but didn't matter. Kawhi was staring at the rim way too long. He's gonna hurt you like that. So here, try to set a screen for Kyle Korver. Doesn't work. Tristan Thompson gets the screen for him. And Tristan Thompson started to set for me. It doesn't work because there's no man next to me. But Colin Six was on the other side. He already had plans to make another three. Going down court for another defensive possession, trying to see what we can do. Dribbling it, throws it into the post. I don't know why he's trying to post me up, but it works. And all I get was a good shot contest. Moving down court, try to immediately set a screen for Colin Six and see if he'll start running. Nothing happens. Throws it into Korver. Kevin Love is doing his own little thing. I finally come around, call for the ball because nothing was happening in that possession. He's screaming he's open, but there's no way I'm going to get that all the way across court to him. I was really actually kind of surprised that Kevin Love missed that. He's usually a little bit better on the catch and shoot even when he is defended. But go ahead and cut ahead because we were just doing a lot of back and forth, no scoring. So I apologize about that. But here's Jordan Clarkson with a three, making it a 2-point game. And I immediately almost gave up the score for Kawhi. Luckily, he missed this three-pointer. But just bounce it into Jordan Clarkson, and he somehow just gets it off the backboard. I really thought it was going to get blocked. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, got to go pick up Kawhi, make sure, he's not going to do anything crazy. She's coming around, trying to box him out. Not box him out, sorry. Nope. Kevin Love gets it, going up court. Took my time a little bit because wasn't sure how that was going to work, but threw it in Larry Nance. Didn't see that actually, but doesn't matter. He finishes through it and one opportunity. He doesn't make the free throw, however. Here we go, cut ahead. Really trying to keep him out of the paint because they do a lot of backdoor cuts, but Clarkson still got fouled by Greg Monroe. He makes both of the free throws. We're in another fast break. I bounce past it in the heel. He throws it out to Clarkson, but we make that. Come down court again. This is the start of the second quarter. I am on Seacom, or I believe that's how it's pronounced. But right there, I just pressed Y, and obviously I didn't get the rebound because this year you have to actually go to the ball. You can't just press Y anymore, and they don't animate you getting the ball. So I'm trying to move, create some space, but Clarkson's already mind hungry, and just gets an opportunity, makes both free throws again. Try to hedge. JR is in the post by himself with Kawhi. And obviously he gets abused. Here again, trying to set a screen. It's not really working that well, but move out, clear some space out. Try to set a screen for George Hill. Get the screen, but he didn't go anywhere with it. Then, I've got to clear out because they're doing a two-man game over there. Larry Nance goes up with it. Doesn't make it, but again, and he gets that. And there's a little sweet send out for me. It was nice. Working like the big boy should in the paint. There again, J.R. Smith is to his back. You would think he would try to front the post or something. But he doesn't. Luckily, Kawhi misses. And we're on the fast break again, but nothing happened on that position, so I skipped ahead a little bit just for you guys' sake. Yeah, Kawhi almost got us beat on the back door because I didn't see him cut, and J.R. Smith obviously didn't see him cut. But they still get the three-pointer. So, setting the screen for George Hill, he doesn't take it. Takes that one, but doesn't go anywhere with it, so got to clear out and move around. Clarkson does just some crazy jump shot and gets his takeover. Here is J.R. Smith again in the post. I try to come help, and just leaves me getting a foul. This is my second foul of the game against Kawhi. He makes the first free throw, and I come out. Coming back in, get the ball. I was going to hit Kevin Love earlier, but I didn't know how I felt about it, so try to clear out, get the ball up top, but Kevin Love has his own ideas and goes up strong and gets the end one. Here again, trying to stop the post, but messed up because J.R. Smith was supposed to not be on Kawhi. I was supposed to be guarding Kawhi. I don't know what happened. Made some communication on the switches and just left somebody open because everybody was helping the wrong person. So here I'm trying to set a screen for Korver, get him open, and it does not work. Absolutely does not work. Just draws a foul. So we're at halftime and we have problems and solutions from our coach, and they're not very good solutions, but whatever. Come back later in the third. I figured, try to force the pass down the court, give us a chance to set up our defense a little bit better. He goes with the post fade. I get the rebound. We're running down court. Bounce pass it into Osmond. We're setting up our defense again. And Leonard just catch and shoot immediately. Good for it. Get another rebound. We're pushing it again because that's what I like to do. I like to push it. Get the bounce pass to Nick Young. Swag it. So he drills it, obviously. So now we're here trying to defend it, but gets a good backdoor cut and abuses Jordan Clarkson on that one. We're taking back up the ball, trying to clear out, make some space, trying to get Nick Young to actually take that screen, but he's not going anywhere with it. Trying to help him out, trying to do something, post up, do something, try to set another screen, and again, nobody's using it, nobody's taking it. Then Osmond forces it, goes up strong, gets the foul. Unfortunately, he misses the free throw, but, he got the M1 opportunity. That's all that matters, right? Anyways, give a little bump, help out J.R. Smith. See, he's in the paint, but my man comes to the top. So, considering he can't shoot threes that well, I think, try to double team, but ball pokes loose. Greg Monroe's all over it. Come back down. I had just got a turnover, but forced another turnover, luckily, because I was splitting between them. Didn't think that would actually work, but it did. Here we go, trying to come down, set a lob, but He just batted away like a block shot. And then Kawhi hurts us for it. Got like a minute left. Let's see what we can do. We got 3 turnovers already. Not liking that, but I mean, I've had worse games, unfortunately. Sad to admit that, but you know, see what we do. Get that post. Try to do a post spin around him, but really didn't spin too much. Still got the basket. And just come back, set up on defense. See what I can do while Kawhi's in his takeover. I didn't realize he was actually in his takeover. But yeah, coming for the help because J.R. Smith has just been getting abused all game in the post. You think by now he would have started fronting it, but nope, he doesn't. Now he's one-on-one with Kawhi, and luckily he misses it, but Greg Marone's in great position. And since, you know, I had to step up on the man, obviously we got beat backdoor. Coming back down, it's a 4-point game. Came to set the screen for J.R. Smith, but he stands still and Hill finds the range to make a shot. Gives us a 6-point lead with 7 seconds left in the third. Here we go. I thought he was going to post me up, but he didn't. Just bounces it to Kawhi. Kawhi throws it up. And here we are on the 4-5 playing for 10 minutes, as you guys can see right there. Come up to set a screen, but for some reason, when you press B, I guess if you don't hold it, they just give you the ball. I know they do that in live as well. You press B for them to pass you the ball. But yeah, there was my last basket of the game. Shortly after that, there was a foul. The final score was 103-94. And we got the interview at the end of the game. And Charlie is right there in front of us. He's taking over Hannah's job apparently, because Hannah is in the office that you get your VC checks from, which is because of the fact that 2K recycles their characters. It's old, it's tiring, but I went with the fans to try to, you know, be nice. I didn't think about going with the teammates on that interview. But yeah, I mean, there's more. There's gonna be more gameplay. I'm uploading. I'll be on this all season long. Keep going. Obviously, I'm gonna get a lot better at it. You know, it was just the first game. Weird new team. Didn't really think about who I was gonna be playing with.